In the first half, kind of similar to Stanford, they really did a good job of turning you guys over. Second half, you guys did a much better job, but how can you guys in the future do better about not turning the ball over to start the games?
Just making the right reads, making better decisions, coming off the screen, either on the red or blitz. So we just have to either find the short roll or make the skip pass and just make smart decisions.
Kind of along those lines, it seemed like you guys were really limited offensively in the first half and really broke out in the second. What was Cal's defense doing in the first part of the game that really challenged y'all to, break through and get some baskets?
I don't really think it was necessarily them. I just think we just missed shots. We got great looks. As he said, turnovers kind of wear us down. But, I feel like in the second half we just found our rhythm. We just made more shots and cut it down a little bit.
I was going to say, you guys shot much better, especially from behind the three-point arc in that second half. What changed offensively? Was it just a matter of you guys were just making the shots, or were you guys doing something a little different in that second half?
I feel like we were just hitting shots. As I said, in the first half, we were getting open looks. The shot just wasn't falling, and their shots were. But the second half, they kind of went zone 2, so it kind of opened up the wings. So I feel like that's why we made a lot of shots in the second half.
Down on handout, do either of you feel like there's more pressure on you as the two lead guards to kind of be that guy for the offense at all?
Not really no pressure at all. You just play the same game. I mean, obviously one of our best players out, but you got to go out there and produce. So not really no pressure on us.
Obviously, without Donald Hand, I thought it took us a while, the first half, to get some offensive flow. Thought the players did a good job of adjusting in the middle of the first half. We were down 15, so, that's a hole to climb yourself out of. And then I thought California, you got to give them credit. They made 14 threes. It's hard to do that. You could defend them great. You could be open. Making 14 threes is not an easy thing to do, and so you got to give them some credit. 14 threes is 14 threes. So second half, I thought we really played well. We shared the ball. We defended. But we needed to put two halves together.
Just comment on, so this was a pivotal 3-game homestand. Just what happened? You just couldn't come out of it with anything?
Yeah, obviously if you watch the games, I think we all know. We saw the games. We know what happened. 2-point, one tie game with 3 minutes to go. We got an opportunity to win, but they made a few more shots than we did, and so that's pretty simple, And then the day we was without Donald, and it took us a while to get going.
Coach, you mentioned the three-point defense. You guys are obviously one of the better three-point defending teams in all of college basketball, but tonight, Cal, 14 three-pointers. Do you think it's more of a fact of they were just making really tough shots, or you guys have to be better defending the front?
I think it's a combination. I think that they made some tough shots. I thought we had a few breakdowns on some of the flare screens where we allowed Camden and Bell to get loose. But then again, they made them, so you got to give them some credit. The ball went in the basket, Did you contest it? Did you not contest it? I think some of them were. We usually take the threes away at a pretty good level, but today, they were able to, make the shots from the perimeter. And that was the difference in the game, specifically in the first half. I think they made 8 threes in the first half.
Coach, you mentioned adjustments. You saw this team make a couple adjustments kind of midway through the first half. Specifically, what adjustments did you see for them to kind of start breaking through a little bit to end the first and kind of into the second?
We simplified. Obviously, you got all 3 of your point guards on the floor at the same time, and you're subbing young guys in the game, freshmen. We simplified. We found some rhythm where we could share the ball and move it and find better shots. That was really it, the simplification, and finding the right rotation of guys who can play. And that's kind of what we did the last 25 minutes of the game. The end of the first half, we made a run. I think it got to 20. We cut it to 14, and then the second half, we won the second half. But again, it's a 40-minute game. It took us a while to find that rhythm and that rotation, but once we did, we were really good.
You've referenced the threes a lot. Just it felt like in the second half, a lot of them came at times when we're starting to make a little bit of a push. Just how hard is it to climb out of a hole when that's what the other teams say?
Yeah, we cut it to 9. It seemed like every time we cut it to 9 or 10, somebody made a big three. With range, again, sometimes you got to give the other team credit. It's as simple as they were better today, right? They made more shots, so makes miss a game. It ain't really that complicated, you know. I think the three-point shooting by them and our slow start in terms of trying to figure out the rotation of our guys, that's the story of the game. It's pretty simple.
Coach, obviously, you talked about Donald Payne missing this game. Is there an update on him at all, or how he's?
Yeah, he's being evaluated again by the doctor now. I mean, obviously, that was just a couple days ago when he went down. So his health is the most important thing. You know, he got a long career ahead of him, so you never want to rush a guy back. But he wants to be back, and he's passing all of his tests, and all his imaging is coming back with the best news he can get. But until they tell us or tell him, hey, you cleared and you can play, you know, we're going to continue to move forward without him. But, you know, we'd love to have him back. He's a major part of our team and program. And it's the first game I've coached in 3 years that he wasn't available to play. So that just kind of lets you know his longevity in the program.
Coach Jason Asamoah today, 7 points, I think, on 3 of 3 shooting. He was really effective and looked very comfortable out there. Should we expect to see him play more, especially if Hand's out for a long period of time?
Well, yeah, he's got to play. You know, either him, Marco, or Caleb Steger. Somebody's got to step in and fill in the void. I thought Jason was good on offense today. You know, provided a nice lift off the bench, making a few shots. And then he'll continue to mature and grow. He's a young guy, too, that hadn't played a ton of minutes. Be able to defend and, you know, play offense and defense and put both together. Because I thought tonight, you know, he had good energy, but just the experience of playing, I thought some of those breakdowns, we lost their best shooters, and they were able to capitalize a few times that we didn't need them to capitalize. All right, thank you guys. Have a good day.